Well, hey, B, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Welcome back to another quick chat. Listen, I just want to chat about a few things real quick. I am gonna touch on Cat Williams. I feel like it's so many different moving parts. People wanted me to talk about it, and I was like, girl, what y'all really want me to say? But I'm gonna look at Hollywood Unlocked, see what they got on their page, and then we'll probably talk about the different stuff they posted regarding Cat Williams or whatever. But first things first, did y'all hear about what was going on down there in Miami, girl? I'm trying to figure out who is down there at the Miami Mall that could tell me what the hell was going on because it was so many cop cars and stuff that I saw all over social media, and they were saying that they sent cops to the mall because of kids fighting. And I'm over here like, well, girl, they don't ever send that many cars. Girl, you would have thought that the president had came to visit or something. And they just had the damn cars lined up. I was like, is a celebrity here? What's really going on? Girl, I don't even think y'all send that many cars down to Miami or anywhere. I don't think y'all send that many cop cars when it's a protest going on. So what the was really happening? You had different people coming out with stories about aliens and stuff, and then you had some people coming back debunking those stories. But I feel like they really was debunking the stories because they was really scared. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, y'all people down there in Miami, like hop in the comments, girl, and let me know what you know about what was happening down there at the mall and why they had hundreds of cop cars down there at the mall because some kids were fighting. And here's the thing for me: if some children were actually fighting at the mall, we would see that footage all over the place, especially of them being arrested or whatever the case is. So why we ain't got no photo? Now, granted, if it was actual aliens that was in the mall, I know some people were like, well, why we ain't see no photo of them? Girl, let me tell you, if I saw that, I'm running for my life. Damn a photo. I could take a video or a picture of some kids, but of an alien bitch, I don't know these people. They're foreign to me. I don't know those beings. I don't know how they finna move, girl. I might take flash the camera at them and they might flash my ass to another universe. I don't know. But I'm not finna play with them. I'm finna get the hell out of Dodge. Let me scoop me and mine up and we finna go. Period. Okay? So that's just how I feel about that. So I feel like out of all those people that was at the mall, we would have at least got a photo of a fight. But I understand if it was foreign objects or beings that was at the mall, why people probably did not get photos because they scared as hell and they running for their damn life. And I can imagine how many people are running towards one exit, girl. Okay, I probably would have damn fainted. Do you hear me? But I did see Chris Brown go over there to social media talk about some. So we not gonna talk about the aliens that was in the mall in Miami. I said we could talk about it if y'all gonna like tell us what was really going on. It's kind of hard because we ain't got no footage. Now I also saw on Twitter where somebody was saying that they was in that mall and they were like the cops was like looking through their phones as they were leaving to make sure like to see what kind of pictures or video they may have had there on their phones, like they was checking their phones, making sure their phones were erased or whatever before they exited the mall. So I don't know how true that is because I wasn't down there in Miami, but I feel like somebody know what the fuck was going on. So y'all just go ahead and hop down in the comments and let us know, or just slide in my DMs and just, you know what I'm saying, give me the tea. All right, so just let me know what was happening with that. All right, wanted to touch on that situation because that was crazy. Another crazy thing was Bow Wow. Mr. Shot Moss decided he was gonna come to social media and say something that was really horrible and about his son's mom. And I feel like if something were to happen to her, they're gonna go straight to you, sir. Y'all love putting stuff on social media that could likely incriminate y'all. But what he says is, I wish my baby mother got ran over by a Mack truck, not Joy. But the bomb BITCH that y'all don't know. Speaking of the son's mom, and this is the same son that he tried to deny was his son when the little baby actually looked just like him. And although that doesn't really mean anything, it ended up being, his son or whatever. So I don't know what the issue was between the both of them, but for you to come on social media and vent to us and talk about how you wish she got hit by a Mack truck, it's bigger than your baby mama getting hit by a Mack truck. It's the you slick wishing death on your child's mom and not wanting her around. And then if that ain't traumatizing, I would feel it's also the fact that you didn't even want to claim the fact that he was your child in the beginning. Like, child, you got to be careful about that because you don't know how that baby gonna grow up. That baby gonna grow up probably be closer to his mama than he is to you. And he gonna be on your ass for how you was over there disrespecting his damn mama. Hello? So I don't know. I didn't really like that, but these celebs and stuff feel like they can come to social media and say whatever the hell it is they want. And I bet you that girl took her a cute ass screenshot. So, Your Honor, if anything happens to me, please look into this man first, because he should have never said no shit like that. And I know sometimes we say stuff we don't mean, but you gotta be careful of that type of shit. Okay, so that's what's going on with Mr. Bow Wow, honey. Nia Long. Okay, it is being reported that Nia Long finna get her a cute ass settlement. Do you hear me? A cute one. Let me see if I can pull up the article on this real quick. Not a settlement, but y'all know Nia Long was engaged to Ime Udoka, and he was a Celtics coach at the time, and he got caught up for cheating on his then fiance Nia Long, who's also an actress. He got caught cheating on her with another professional that works with the team. Okay, they wouldn't give us a whole lot. I don't even think they exposed who the lady is, what she looks like, but I'm willing to bet that the lady is white. Okay. But anywho, they never gave us those details. Of course, the relationship had been called off, and they do share like he's either 10 or 11 years old at this time. They do share a son together, and now people are reporting that she's supposed to be getting a very hefty child support check. Okay, and I'm gonna read over here at Yahoo, which is really coming from the blast. But they're saying that Nia Long scores $32,500 a month in child support from her custody settlement. All right, Nia Long and her ex Ime Udoka have settled their custody battle, and the famous actress will be getting over $32,000 monthly child support. Okay, in the settlement negotiated by Long's attorney, the actress is giving her ex-boyfriend a break on support, given that she is a high-earning actress and businesswoman. Now, the settlement states since Udoka's monthly disposable income is over $465,000, and their son resides with her 95% of the time, then his payments would actually be over $56,000, almost $57,000. Okay. However, the pair who separated in 2022, okay, following the details about him cheating on her or whatever, they both agreed that he'll just pay her $32,500 every month. Baby, $56,000 child support. Baby, y'all out there making some serious ass money. I am doing the wrong thing. I am in the wrong field, or something's going on. Cause he out here bringing in damn near $500,000 on a monthly basis. Baby, ain't that some shit there? Wow. So their son is actually 12 years old. Okay. He spends about 5% of his time with his dad. 95% of the time is with the mom. Child, 32. Girl, that boy don't need all that. I hope she's able to take some of that money and put it up for whatever he may need later on in life. Okay, whether it's for school, some kids decide they don't want to go to school, whether it's to get him a car, or whether it's to get whatever. Because the great thing for her is she also makes, I would want to believe, a great amount of money as an actress as well. But I would like to know, this is a little separate. I know Taraji P. Henson has been doing quite a few interviews, and she's been exposing and talking about how people be trying to downplay her and her talent financially, right? They want to, and Viola Davis has talked about this too, how they praise you for all the great things you can do and your talent and being an actress, but they don't want to financially pay you for it. So I do wonder, has she faced that, which I believe that she has, and what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you bringing in a lot of money? I don't think she bringing in no damn $500,000 every month, but I don't know all her businesses that she's a part of, or her investments, or whatever the case is. But I do think that she got some cute coin, and I think she might have enough coin to put a little something to the side for her son, you know what I'm saying, at a later time. But they're also letting us know that in this agreement, Udoka will maintain their son's health and dental insurance, as he should. Hello. And he and Nia Long will make decisions regarding their son's health, education, welfare, and all of that. Okay. They said in case of disagreement, Nia holds the authority to make decisions for him. Okay, so it seems like she pretty much got, that primary custody at the end of the day. So, girl, I'm not mad at it. Get your coin. Pay me for my pain. Pay me for my time. And you can say the bullshit because everything is mine. I see if Nia Long would have pressed on and got married to this man, which I'm glad that she didn't, and he had pulled this stunt yet again, she definitely would have been breaking out with more than $56,000, because he about would have been paying a piece of spousal support too. Hello. But 32,000. Okay. Okay, girl, do your big one then. Do what you gotta do for you and yours, honey. Either way. Good luck. Let's go ahead and keep it going. What else do we have here? Jonathan Majors. Now, I've already told y'all this in a previous video. Jonathan Majors is expected to be on Good Morning America to talk about his particular case. They did drop a video of Jonathan Majors, a quick snippet, and you can see him getting emotional and he's wiping his tears. I'm going to be real honest with y'all. I did think he was acting. I gotta see the full thing, y'all. Okay, I have to see the full video to really know. Okay, I do. It was just a quick clip. He's a phenomenal actor. If he had to finesse and bring on the tears, I'm not even mad at it. Okay, because I felt like the other young lady that got on the stand, the girl he was dating, Grace Jabari, she brought out her waterworks and convinced the goddamn jury that she really was going through it when she knows she came up with a fucking scheme. Okay, when it came down to it. All right. That whole bathroom setup where she was like, oh, she took all these pills and she was stretched out and all this and that, and she didn't hear him at the door. I feel like that was because they had just said she had sent the text to somebody. Okay. When Jonathan Majors, we saw the whole incident with the car. He had went and ran away from her. She followed behind him. He went and got him a hotel. He didn't even stay there with her that night. She had just sent the text message to a friend before Jonathan knocked on the door. Okay, so or at least while he was knocking on the door, she sent a text message to the friend. That whole her laying out on the ground because he had been beating on the door for a minute for her to let him in. She wouldn't, so he had to go and get security. So I feel like she probably texted that friend while he was knocking on the door. That whole her stretching out in the bathroom, acting like she took pills and she was gonna unalive herself or whatever the case was, there was a scheme that she set up to come to Jonathan with the bullshit. So, but she wasn't expecting Jonathan to take it as serious as he damn did by calling the cops on her ass. Ain't that some shit? You called the cops on her to get her some fucking help and then turned around and your ass the one with the case. Now, see, I feel bad for you, Jonathan, just a little bit, okay? Because I do feel like the DA and everybody was on your ass and they played you because you were a high profile celebrity. I do feel like they was on your ass because you were a high profile celebrity and you're a black man and this is a white woman. So I'm with you on that. And also because it was a misdemeanor case, and a lot of times these type of like misdemeanors don't really go to trial like that. So they really was trying to make an example out of you for whatever reason, even with footage showing that you weren't all in the wrong and that this girl also was in the wrong as well. I feel bad for you because I do feel like, yeah, they was on your ass. They played you, whatever the case is. But at the same time, I feel like you played yourself. Because at the moment that you had a conversation with this girl last year, and this is what I hate, the people that didn't really stay tuned with the case, Jonathan said something where he was like, he texted her a while ago and said, I don't believe that you don't tell the people what actually happened. I feel like you wouldn't protect us. I don't know what he was talking about. He could have been talking about a lot of things, but of course, because this conversation is around assault, as far as the case, people are going to assume that what that text message was about assault, him assaulting her, right? I feel like people try to make that text message apply to the incident that happened in March of last year, and they're totally different things. And that's what I hate, when people don't get the full context and they just be putting little pieces together to fit whatever narrative they want. They're actually talking about a situation that happened in like 2022. It's not directly related to 2023. Okay. She could have did some harm to her goddamn self. I don't know. But what I do believe is that neither one of them were innocent in this relationship. And when it came down to you telling her, I don't trust that you will protect both of us, that's when your ass should have got the fuck out the relationship. Instead of sitting over there talking about you want to unalive yourself and you want to sit up here and talk about all the great things that you do for our community, black people, and I'm an amazing man, this, that, and the other. Meanwhile, look who you got on the side of you. Yikes. And you should know, since you do so much for our community, you should know when it comes down to our community and a white woman, a blonde-headed one, blue-eyed one, this their precious prize, you should have already knew how this shit was going to play out. So I feel like, what I'm saying, you kind of slick played yourself too, even though the DA was definitely on your ass, okay? Hopefully with this interview, you're able to redeem yourself. As I watched you cry in this interview, I have to be very honest, the only other person I thought about was the person that says, what did he say? I didn't do this stuff. Okay, y'all killing me with this hog tie. I don't know how to hog tie nobody. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Okay, the last time I saw a man cry in an interview, a black one at that, for me, one of these news interviews, was him. And it ain't panning out well for him, right? And when I feel like, when I watch yours and I say that it's not going to pan out well, I feel like people aren't going to believe you. They're not going to believe that you're sympathetic. A lot of people aren't, in my opinion, and I don't know if it's going to help get your career back on track. But let me tell you this, and I brought her name up before, and I'm going to bring it up in this moment. Hopefully I don't bring it up no more, okay? But I don't want to hear nobody complaining about Jonathan Majors doing interviews to get his life back on track when you have a young woman by the name of Gypsy that assisted with unaliving her fucking mom, regardless of what her mom did to her. This girl served time for unaliving her fucking mom, and this bitch is out here doing interviews with all kind of people, going on The View, smiling, laughing, da 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 da, whoop the whoop the whoop. If she can get her ass out here and do all of these interviews, because let me tell you, if it was a black young lady that sat up there and conspired with her man, regardless of how her mama was trying to play her out in hospitals and to different people or whatever, getting donation money and all of this shit, if it was a black girl that unalived her fucking mom, okay, y'all would not be, and she got out on parole, y'all would not be having her doing all these damn interviews and going to The View and laughing and this, that, and the other, da, da, da. Y'all wouldn't be doing that. Hell, y'all didn't even want to let Centoya Brown out. Matter of fact, Centoya Brown did clap the person that sexually violated her. Okay? And y'all still forced this teenager to go to jail and go to prison and serve some damn time. And even when she got out, I ain't see Centoya do a whole bunch of damn interviews and laughing on The View. Maybe I wasn't, maybe it just didn't come across my desk. Maybe she did. And I just missed it. I think she went over to the Breakfast Club. But I don't remember her doing a whole lot of shit like y'all out here heavily promoting this damn girl. So back to my point. I don't want to hear nobody complaining about Jonathan Majors getting out here doing his interviews, doing his big one, because everybody else get to tell they fucking narratives and write their biased articles or whatever, however they choose to. Regarding his case, he has not spoken out or said anything. Now he gets the opportunity to talk. Let that man talk. In my personal, because if Gypsy can clap bitches and get her ass out here and be like la 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 ha 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 ha, then so can he. Hate to say it, it is what it is. Okay, but it's gonna be interesting to see how it's going to have the people feeling. A lot of people are not going to believe. That's just what I think. I think a lot of people aren't going to believe him because he is an actor, and he's a phenomenal actor at that. So they're going to feel like he put on his best performance to sit down to convince the people in this moment. Okay. Katt Williams had the people in the chokehold this past week, and I think Jonathan's going to possibly have the people in the chokehold next week. Okay. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below regarding that situation. And as we speak on Katt Williams, okay, let me I want to see, maybe I could share my screen a little bit, because I can't remember everything that he talked about. All right. I can't remember everything that he talked about, but I opened up a lot of, different things over here on Hollywood Unlocked. So we're going to talk about it real briefly. Okay. Cause I know people wanted me to chat about it. First of all, Katt Williams did this interview with Shannon Sharpe. Okay. Over there on Club Shay Shay. Let me tell y'all, I know a lot of people did not like Shannon Sharpe's interviewing skills, and I get it. I feel like a lot of people wanted him to probe more, and I'm like, in order to probe more into things that people are saying when you're interviewing them, you have to be an active listener. You have to really be listening to them, and you have to really care to dig deeper and to consider the fact that the audience will want to know more about this, right? That's not his expertise, right? I don't think he's ever claimed to be like a journalist to where he's always going to get it right. A lot of people do these pop-up podcasts, and some of them just go very viral because they have great guests that are open to sharing a lot, and you don't have to pull a lot out of them because they just gonna give it to you, right? So he did his big one, like whether people like it or not, bitch. Listen, that got over 20 million views in a few days. The biggest video he had on his page was Steve Harvey's interview that was about 2 hours long, and he did it like 9 months ago or whatever, and he had like 8 million. But since this Katt Williams interview has dropped, it has gained, that Steve Harvey interview gained at least 1 million. So I started seeing people were going back watching the comedians' interviews to see what they were saying about Katt. They go back, watch Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, and anybody else that was on there. So those interviews are kind of slowly growing. But Shannon did his big one. I'm like, baby, Shannon ain't got to put in no work for the rest of the month. 23 plus million views on one video. Katt Williams is that NIGGA, and I don't care what nobody's talking about. The price just went up. The price just went up. If y'all think that we're going to be sitting around waiting to hear or waiting to buy tickets to a Cedric the Entertainer, even a Kevin Hart, no. We going to spend that money and we going to go see what the Katt going to say. Because Katt is making me think a little bit about like Dave Chappelle. When he started doing his, I kind of slowly started getting into like some of his stand-ups and stuff. The ones that's been on Netflix. And Katt kind of makes me think of him, where it's like, I'm not finna sugarcoat shit. I gotta say, I'm gonna say it. If you don't like it, you just don't like it. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. Type energy. Okay, so now all eyes are on Katt Williams, and I am loving it. And what I'm also loving is how the receipts have been receding, and so many receipts have come out about things that he said that were true, and some shit he wasn't even trying to pinpoint in the interview, and people still dug up things. Like, he never even mentioned in the interview how Steve Harvey was stealing people's stuff. He talked about Mark Curry, right? But he never mentioned Steve Harvey stealing his shit. And girl, when the people started bringing that to the front, I was like, and see, Katt didn't even mention that part, and now it was a joke about gas. And Steve Harvey did it word for word. Just like he took his fake ass over to his own television show and stole Mark Curry's 1999 story about him wearing a box for Halloween or something like that. And Steve Harvey legit stole this man's story and started speaking on it like it was his. And it's crazy. He talked about this man's high top fade being fake. Okay, over there on, and I always wondered if it was fake. And I also wondered if the mustache was fake as well. And I'm starting to believe that the mustache is still fake. It's his signature, but I feel like it is fake, okay? He definitely talks about Harvey Weinstein, as you guys see on the screen. And he says that this man actually offered to top him, okay, in front of his people, okay? Girl, let me cut this audio on real quick. Let me cut this audio on so we can get into it just a little bit.
My agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the.
Let me try to refresh that.
For talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before.
Okay, and he not lying. So there was an interview that he did. I wonder if I could find it on YouTube. Let me see. I wonder if I can find it. Let me see. Katt Williams. And it was an interview that he did with, what's her name? Wanda Smith, Frank Ski. Y'all remember when he drugged the hell out of Wanda ass? On that interview, he kind of talked about how the different deals he was offered. He was offered like $2 million to do like a Netflix deal or whatnot. He was offered like, to do a Netflix special. He was just doing like a lot of talk about how that man go about getting his coin and how he hasn't sold out. So this ain't nothing new that Katt has been saying. I wish I could find that clip. I was just watching it earlier. Let me see. I wonder if is this new? Did they re-upload this? I know it was on her page earlier. I was watching somebody else's page. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yes. Okay. Shout out to what's her name? Pink Book Lessons. Let me see if I could just play a little clip from, because she did this audio earlier. And he kind of touched on some stuff about how he pretty much financed a lot of his shit. He ain't take no shortcuts, all of that.
You have 7 more than Richard Pryor?
6 more than Martin Lawrence and 6 more than Chris
He's talking
Rock.
about
Are
his
you
comedy
serious?
specials.
5 more than Dave Chappelle, even though he put out 4. And the next
Are you
one-
serious, Katt? You put out that many?
Those are just facts, sir.
Those are just
How
facts,
many?
sir.
How many is that total?
9.
So you've done 9
Yeah.
filmed comedy stand-up specials.
Without ever getting financed or having a deal with anybody.
You did them by yourself?
Yes, I own them 100%. I have the top 2 comedy specials on Showtime, HBO, Comedy Central, and we just moved to Netflix.
And at that point, he had 9. Now he's at 12. And quiet as it's kept, while everybody's always trying to call him crazy, he's been making very smart business moves. He financed all of his own specials. That's really big too, to own it all outright. Oh yeah, and on top of that, he's also been financing his own tours. So if you ever wonder why there was an agenda to push him as crazy, well, you see it. He's been in charge of his own business and winning really big at these shows in all these cities.
Sell the items after they come out because I own them lock, stock, and barrel, and I don't have any Caucasian partners or people that invest. I'm 50. I've never had a bank loan or a car lease in my life.
Are you serious?
That's correct.
So has, we always hear like these comedians come and say, oh, they got the big Netflix deal. Has like Netflix or anybody ever hit Katt Williams and said,
I'm on my 15th consecutive 100 city tour. On the exact day that Monique was asking for a Netflix boycott, Netflix had just cut me a check for $2 million for the special that I got paid $300,000 to do in Jacksonville.
alrighty then.
All right, so y'all just heard Katt Williams pretty much talk about, how smart he is, and in my opinion, and how he's financed a lot of his stuff. So basically, it ain't SHI that you could really tell him when he goes into these rooms trying to make these deals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, when I come into the room, heads go down because I didn't take the shortcut. I didn't do this. I didn't have to compromise and sacrifice and put on these dresses and this and that. That's just some shit that I'm not finna do. So, yeah, girl, he a different type of boss. So walking around, and I definitely feel like the price definitely just went up for him. Okay, let me see what else they had to say over here about Katt. Katt Williams seemingly alleges that Chris Tucker is on the Epstein list, because he did kind of say like the Chris Tucker we see today is not Smokey. He's Epstein, Chris Tucker. Let me see.
Cube already asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless.
Right.
And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But we miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
Oh, Lord.
Look at Shannon. Shannon don't know what the fuck.
If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional is
Do another Friday?
a real skill.
To be confident and not delusional.
Most of these
is a real
confident people
skill.
we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday? Smokey was on. Smokey, there ain't no Friday without Smokey.
We all agree to that, and there's no next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without
Nah,
Friday.
we talk about the road because you said that they don't.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Chris was allowed to make the decision. At the time that this is happening, Katt Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed.
Right.
Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known except Willie. And I'm saying, Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. Michael Jackson's best friend is a real skill. And Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man that gave you a little nickname like that?
No.
Me neither.
A fucking mess. So I don't know if this man is on the Epstein list, girl. The list has dropped, and I mean, I don't know who all's really on there. It was some names on there, but I don't know. I haven't really dived deeper into the Epstein list or the records yet. Okay, so there's that. But what else did Katt say, child? Oh, he got into Michael Blackson and talked about how Michael Blackson is pretty much African, a real African with a fake African accent. Let me tell y'all, for me personally, Michael Blackson has always been the least funniest comedian. Like, I mean, I've just never thought Steve Harvey was funny. Michael Blackson, I never really thought D.L. Hughley was funny. I never really understood the hype. But that's just me. Everybody takes to different types of comedy, and they just have not really been my faves. Michael Blackson says that Katt Williams only took shots at comedians in his new interview so people would respond and make him relevant again. But then for me, that makes me feel like you ain't really read the room, because these comedians have been speaking on Katt for years, and more so recently, they have gone over to Shannon Sharpe's platform to speak on things, and Katt Williams felt compelled to come and clear matters up. All right. And fill in the blanks for a lot of people, and I can appreciate that. You just mad that he ate your ass up over there on Wild 'N Out, and he didn't really crack a smile with it because he don't like you. And it's very apparent that he didn't. All right. What else did he say? Katt Williams is a very smart midget person. He took shots at the top 10 comedians alive today so we can all respond and make him relevant again. I can't believe this line. Dehydrated Leprechaun said he told me to build a school. I only built a free school so that kids can whip your ass. Free mother sucker. Like, I'm so over that mother sucker. And people laugh every time like it's just the funniest shit in the world, and it's not. He's lame, and so are his jokes. Let's see what else we got over here. Yeah, more. Oh, that was the Wild 'N Out one.
You are in my career today.
Yeah, y'all have to watch that when y'all can. Let me exit out of some of this other stuff over here. Oh man, I did want to get into Katt reading the fuck out of what's her name, Wanda. Baby, the way he chewed Wanda ass up. Girl, the way he chewed. Let me see. Katt Williams versus Wanda. He ate Wanda ass up. I hate that for her. Let me see if I could actually find it where somebody's going to play it all the way through. He wore her ass out. Let me see. Is this it? I don't know if that's it. I think this one is. All right, so we'll check that out in a second. But let me get back to what else. Yes, he also touched on the Tory and Megan thing. The question was asked what you think of this situation. He says if you don't want to say that you shot her,
man,
or she shot her,
what was your
then
take on that? Because I know you got to take on everything. I know
it's a difficult position because somebody's not going to tell the truth, and the truth has got to be told. In all circumstances, the truth has got to be told. So if you don't want to say she shot her, then you shot her, and that's the end of that.
So everybody's misunderstanding what he's saying. And I think we all have just different interpretations of it, because how I interpreted it is he said the truth has got to be told. Basically, to me, it sounds like the truth hasn't fully been told yet. He's trying, from what I feel like he's saying, the truth hasn't been fully told yet, and the truth has to be told. At some point, we're going to have to tell the truth. And guess what? If you don't want to say that she shot her, then you shot her. So is you. Okay? But to me, it kind of sounded like he was implying that Kelsey shot Megan. And because Tory did not want to admit that it was indeed Kelsey, then it must have been you. All right, so some people was like, oh, that's not what he said. What he's really saying is what Megan's saying. And Megan said that it was Tory that did it. So he's just really saying that Tory did it. He not saying Kelsey did it. Da, 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 da. Honestly, it don't matter because Tory's locked up for it at the end of the day. But based on what Katt is saying, people just have different interpretations of it. But yeah, so the people are now, arguing down in the comments about it all over again. But y'all leave y'all thoughts about it down below. Kevin Hart. Of course, he calls out Kevin Hart as well when he does this sit down. Kevin Hart came back with like a tweet, and he was telling him to get that anger out his heart. And then he tried to use this opportunity to promote his new movie that he got coming up that I don't really think nobody's watching, because it looks like he's probably the only black person in the film. But people was actually dragging his ass in the comments for what he was, for him even doing this. Thompson got to get that anger up out your champ. Like, don't tell nobody, like, don't tell me I got to get anger up out of me when you just literally went over and took your ass however long ago it was, and I never fully addressed you. Took your ass on the Breakfast Club and gonna sit up there and label me as a drunk or this, that, or whatever, or I did drugs or whatever the case is, and studio heads don't fuck with me and this, that, and the other, and whoop de whoop. Don't be trying to tell me to get anger up out my heart when you just sat up there and painted a narrative of me for your own damn benefit. Like, I'm on your ass whenever I feel like being on it. Are you crazy? Especially according to Katt. Katt says that he's never done drugs. I don't know. Okay, I feel like the verdict is still out on whether Katt has actually done drugs. But when it comes to Kevin, no. So then Kevin gets on this basketball podcast or show or whatever and tries to take subtle shots at Katt by saying, oh, yeah, he owns this team too. Basically feeding into the exaggerations that he felt that Katt Williams was giving in the interview. And then you got the minions sitting up there laughing and going along and cracking jokes as well. And it's like, none of y'all are even funny. And this, whatever y'all doing in this moment, isn't funny. And y'all honestly come out better taking the Steve Harvey approach, which is to act like it never happened and not even respond. Honestly, because whatever y'all do right now, the court of favor, okay, is over there with Katt. Okay? He's the person getting the favor at this time, not y'all. So it really ain't too much that y'all can do, because y'all coming out with y'all little stuff that y'all saying, but y'all ain't never saying that he lying about nothing. Even Steve Harvey came and just said, bless that man. We wish you the best or whatever. Not Steve Harvey, but Ricky Smiley. Ricky couldn't even debate nothing. He was just like, you got it, fam. Like, we wish him the best. Let's go ahead. Let's slide, honey. Let's go ahead and move on. So even Ricky was like, I can't even fight that. Then they got the video going around of how Katt Williams said Ricky lied to Shannon by saying he was supposed to play Funny Mike, and that in the Friday After Next movie, and that Katt was supposed to be the Santa Claus. And Katt's like, how is that true when what he said, how is that true when I'm the one that wrote the lines for the man, for the character? And in addition to that, I auditioned for a role that you trying to say that you already had. How is that when they had 200 and some people auditioning for it? So you already had it? Then it's like, why would you, Ricky Smiley, go sit down with Shannon, lie and say you were supposed to play that role, and we see previous radio interview sit down with Ice Cube, and Ice Cube clarified a long time ago that you auditioned for many roles, and Funny Mike was never the role set in stone for you. Why would you then go and continue to push that narrative and sit down with somebody and be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to play this role, I was supposed to do this and that? You made yourself look crazy with all this stuff that's dropping. You know what I'm saying? All these receipts and stuff that's dropping more and more and more. It's crazy. Let's see what else was being said. Resurfaced clip shows Kevin Hart speaking on Katt Williams and the recent drama. This is the Breakfast Club thing.
Comes from. You keep pointing at Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood this the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. Yeah. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he?
You haven't.
Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk. That all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem. And then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was. And acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. But, yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, again, I'm on the winning side. I haven't told you.
So there's that. That man said because he was standing on his damn standard. Okay. So, hold on.
Did you? It's okay. It's all right. For a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk.
Okay. So, yeah. This is Kevin pretty much going in and kind of like dragging Katt Williams and then saying that he did drugs and these are the reasons that the, studios don't rock with you and stuff. And Katt Williams also kind of addressed that in the interview and said, no, if you look at my IMDb, he's like, that's not even true. Like, a lot of studios fuck with me. They've never lost money when it came to me. I've never had an issue with them. What the hell are you talking about? You out here further pushing a narrative of details that you really don't know shit about. But since you're going to speak on me, then let me clear it the fuck up. So, girl, it's been a mess. The internet and people have definitely been in shambles, and he is definitely woken the people up for 2024. I don't really want to get into Faison because it's clear that Katt doesn't really respect Faison at all. He was referencing something as a fat Faison liar. And it seemed like that's going to be the new staple that people are going to be saying, like, you a fat Faison lie. I hate to say it, but I think that's going to be the new terms that people are going to be using as they move forward in 2024, okay? I think that Katt Williams feels like Faison lacks work ethic, and he's just not funny. He feels like a lot of these comedians are not funny, to be honest. Oh, and let me say this, like what I was thinking about when I was watching Kevin speak on Katt and Katt addressing Kevin and all of that. I feel like a lot of people are going to try to label this man as jealous and bitter because they assume that he doesn't have the celebrity status as a lot of these other comedians, right? And I don't think that man came off as jealous or bitter at all in this interview. I think he came off with anxiousness to clear up a lot of the fuck shit. And once he did that, he didn't have to do anything else because the internet is finding all of the receipts to back his claims. And then you have people coming on camera like Ice Cube and others that are verifying that a lot of what he's saying, he ain't lying. Okay, Mark Curry has even come out and said some stuff. And then things that Mark Curry has said in the past has resurfaced. So Katt wasn't really capping and he wasn't really being bitter. He was just clearing up the whole shit. If they can go on the platform and tell the lies and say the things that they gonna say, why can't he come to the platform and pretty much clear it up? Okay, y'all probably come out better doing what Steve Harvey gonna do, act like he don't see it and not address it at all, So yeah, I just don't want nobody trying to paint that man out like he jealous of this or that. And then you hear so many people talk about how he has left and given them money, and he talks about how he owns the rights to his specials. Like, and he funds his own tours. He's gonna about make way. He racking in a lot of money. Okay, that's all I can say. Like, he probably got about just as much as a Kevin. He probably just doesn't go around and show it off and floss it as much. You know what I'm saying? As Kevin do. A lot of people feel like you got to live a certain way. When you live a certain lifestyle, then that means that you got the money. Not necessarily. A lot of people live low maintenance and lifestyles and probably got about same amount as this person over here. So, I don't know. But the people be talking about how, Katt be looking out. Katt be having coin, honey. That's what they say. Tiffany Haddish responded. Let me see what Tiffany had said.
Talking about they think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
And he's not talking about like the arenas and stuff. He's talking about a comedy club and stuff before he got on.
Think they can rewrite history.
And Tiffany says, I'm not mad. I just wish he would get his facts right about me. Dang, I guess I was sending him a reminder text, but are we sure that it's Katt Williams? He looks a lot like Charleston White. Yeah, I mean, I can see the favor. I also can see how neither one of them will allow y'all to back them into a corner to think what the fuck y'all want them to think. They're going to stand on whatever their standards are and whatever it is that they believe in. And I don't really, fault them too much for that. I did see a video clip of Tiffany on the stage like a few days ago or something. And she was over there talking about this situation and talking about how I did this TV show. I did that TV show. But all the shit you was mentioning sounded like you was really an extra though. It didn't sound like you really had any like real parts for real on the show. But I felt like whatever, I can't remember everything she said, but I remember feeling like, damn, you kind of really just proving his point the more you're trying to stand on stage and convince the people otherwise. But either way, girl, good luck. What else was said? Ludacris came out with a lackluster ass rap. I honestly felt like Luda didn't even have to address him at all. Luda said that he's never been a clout chaser, never did SHI for likes. Basically, he earned his Fast and Furious check. He ain't do no funny business or nothing to get his Fast and Furious checks or whatever like that. I think he probably was also saying like, you just mad it was me, not you type energy. I've never been crazy about Luda as a rapper to me, but I'm sure he's had better bars than, what he gave with that one. I felt like he didn't even have to address that man. Like, I wouldn't have if I was Luda. Like, boy, you ain't even in my fucking bracket. Like, or like you just not even in my arena. Like, I do this. And not only do I do this, I also rap too. Like I'm in a different lane. Don't put me in the same lane as you fucking comedians and what y'all got going on. Like, don't bring me up. But again, you speak on them. Ludacris really did have a right to respond back, and he chose to respond back with a rap, and that's what he did. It didn't have to be my taste, but I'm sure somebody else may have liked it. Katt Williams was going in. He was talking about people being married to light-skinned women with ugly faces. Or weird faces, not doing interviews. So people started pulling up all these black comedians that were in a relation, were married to a light-skinned woman with a weird face, and that doesn't do interviews. So then people started talking about him, dang Hazel E, because a lot of people feel like Hazel E got a weird face. Well, Hazel E has fixed that face. Okay, she has fixed that nose. Okay, she doesn't look how she used to look. That's one. Number two, number one is she was never his wife. That's number one. He was talking about the comedians that married a weird face, light-skinned woman. Okay, he never married her, but he did date her. And another thing, okay, Hazel definitely gonna do some interviews. Okay, now those women that's married to them men may not do interviews according to Katt, but Hazel definitely go do them interviews. But he ain't with her today. But that was also talked about. What else? Y'all just gotta watch it. It is like a 2-hour, almost 3-hour interview, and I have to be honest and say it really is, to me, entertaining from beginning to end. Now I also saw where Trick Daddy did go off on Katt Williams, and I felt like, shut your ass up, because you took this as a moment for you to ride on the train of Katt Williams when Katt been talked about you a long time ago. So why you, as a street NIGGA that you are, why you ain't address it then when you had time to address it? Why you wait till this man going viral for you to piggyback off of an opportunity? So let's get into what he had to say.
Williams, your little pussy ass get on the Sharpe show and just get in your little bitch ass feelings and get in ways, and you say all type of shit you ain't supposed to say. See, there's a lot of shit about certain rap niggas I could say, but I know it's some shit that I shouldn't say, so I don't say it. You said some slick shit about me in one of your stand-up, you was being sarcastic, saying that if Trick Daddy could own a restaurant, you could do anything. Well, nigga, you bulldagging looking ass fuck nigga.
I know you're not calling nobody bulldagging looking ass fuck. Girl, did he go there? Girl, I want to roast him so fucking bad. Oh my God. Girl, he looked like a swelled up Jami. You better not. Whew.
My name out your mouth. I'm not no comedian. I'm a street nigga first, okay? Keep my name out your
If you a street NIGGA first, then why didn't you address it a while ago when it first came to your door? Because that's what street NIGGAs do.
mouth, bitch ass nigga. Keep Ricky Smiley name out your mouth. Keep all OG's name out
How you gonna tell an OG to keep OG's names out their mouth? Are you okay?
your mouth. If you don't like a person, you don't say it. I've told people that I didn't think you was funny. I ain't never said I didn't like you. And I'm Katt Williams, your little pussy ass. I didn't like you because by me not thinking you were funny, I actually saw you one day and I was laughing my ass off. I was crying laughing one day.
Well, you should have cried laughing at the fact that he said your ass was ugly. Okay? And the fact that you over there owning a restaurant. He would likely never eat out your restaurant because you also eat ass according to you. Okay? So you should have just took it as a joke. And just hee ha ha and move the hell on. I'm sure it's not the worst that you've ever heard about yourself.
Remember that little boy put you in the headlock? I was crying fucking laughing that day, nigga. Listen, man, stop talking about other niggas to be relevant in the game, the trend. Because you was trending today, and I'm going to be trending tomorrow.
And you really not trending, baby. He's still trending. His interview has gone over 23 million views. Who's trending the next day? And the fact that you say that you're going to be trending tomorrow lets me know and confirms for me that you use this opportunity to piggyback off of some to trend. Love and Hip Hop Miami is returning, right? Okay.
On your bitch ass. And I'm with whatever you with, nigga.
You should have been with it at that time. Don't be with it now. We really high-key don't care about it. It's just the fact that Katt Williams is the one that's more viral than you. That
and every nigga, every comedian, everybody who you told a story got more money than me and you. You
don't know what that man got. He already told us in the damn interview, don't pay attention to his net worth. He said he saw that his net worth was $2 million and he already had that on him. I bet you did when Netflix cut you a check for $2 million.
My level, bitch ass nigga. Ha ha. The joke on you, bitch ass nigga.
No, the joke's still on you. And the egg's still on their face. And it slides right off that crummy face your ass got onto that damn sizzling hot skillet. Anyway, let me keep going.
You're a fucking joke.
Because that's not
Stop
nice.
making fun of other niggas. Black folk, we have to stop belittling our brothers and sisters.
Do not tell me who to belittle and who not to belittle because they are black, especially after you sat up here and just belittled your own black brother. Hello? As he's trending because you want to be a part of the conversation. You want to be in that number when the Saints go marching in. Cut it out. Okay, don't tell us, no. That's my new thing, like Katt Williams. No. Okay? What he said, only one of us have on $9 worth of jewelry. No. Only one of us has on $9 worth of jewelry, okay? No.
To get a platform, to get shares, to get likes, to get views, to trend.
But that's what you're doing.
Stop.
You have to stop.
Like you because
you need to stop. You need to stop.
Great
I wish they would have posted the
black
one
comedians
when,
audition.
I wish they would have posted the one when Ricky Smiley was actually talking about Trick Daddy and what he said. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick, so I can share that with y'all. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Katt Williams, Trick Daddy. What he said about him when he was on that tour or whatever. Do they have it? Because I had literally, I think this is it. I had literally just watched it. Okay. All right. Let me rewind it some and let y'all see what he had to say. Is there no sound? What happened to the sound? Oh my God. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see if I can get this sound to work. And maybe not. Maybe it won't work. Is this one playing? Uh-oh. Let me go back and see if I can find that one. Okay, this one's still not playing. Is this it? Will this one play?
Even if you ugly, for the first time in history, you can make it. All through history, beautiful people got beautiful shit. What did ugly people get?
That's
How
me.
the fuck would I know? That ain't my family tree. I thought somebody was gonna speak up. No, for the first time, it don't matter what the fuck you look like, you can fucking make it. Trick Daddy is rich and famous. I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't uglier than Trick Daddy, bitch.
Baby.
That man look like a number 2, a foul movie.
Baby. Listen. He couldn't say that about me and that shit not be addressed at that moment. Why did you wait until he go viral for you to just now start addressing it? That makes no sense. You should have clocked him and got him to damn together. Okay, we don't care about nothing Faison has to say. Ice Cube pretty much comes forward and he addresses some things that Katt Williams said. He pretty much confirmed about the whole Ricky Smiley thing and how he allowed Katt Williams to pretty much write, a lot of his character or whatever, because they give them time to pretty much improv in a sense. Like once we film everything we need for the script, we give y'all time to just pretty much improv, do y'all big one on camera, flow with it, say whatever you want to say, do what you want to do, and then more than likely it might make, the movie or whatnot. But he also goes on to talk about the essay scene and how the scene was removed or whatever, or he said it was implied but it was never shown, and that was never his style according to him. But Katt Williams said that he just asked them, can they take that part out without him being, a person being actually art or whatever, or essayed, a man in the film or whatever. So that's what he talked about. But for the most part, Ice Cube validated a lot of what this man had already said. This was the NBA game where Kevin had cracked them jokes that was lame as fuck, but I'm not even gonna get into that. But I do want to go ahead and watch real quick how he eats up Miss Wanda's ass in this interview, child.
They're proud of Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Tell us what you cook.
As a father of 7 with an unlimited food budget, you can.
Now, if you go back and watch this interview, basically, let me say this. Before they got into this about what you like, what kind of food you like, Kevin starts talking about Tiffany Haddish and stuff like that, and different people in the industry and stuff like that, and how I feel like he didn't think she should have gotten that role in Girls Trip because they skipped over some people. I think he felt like Lunel would have been a better, option. Tiffany hasn't really done enough, I guess, comedic stuff, stand up or whatever, for whatever reason. Okay, basically he don't respect her. That's the short answer. And it seemed like he felt like she shouldn't have played that role, and they could have chosen other people for that role. But because Tiffany was so hot at the time, and I feel like connected to Kevin Hart, Miss Girl Wanda kind of felt like, it was like a popularity thing. Okay. And she just felt like, shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I hope I said that right. But Wanda she took a more of a liking to Tiffany Haddish because at some point Tiffany Haddish was favored at that time, all right? But he wasn't really feeling her, so it was already a little bit of friction with the conversation between Katt and Wanda because she was so team Tiffany in the conversation. So you could tell that he was getting ready to get to a place eventually where he was going to have to let her ass have it. And this is kind of like the aftermath of, but the top part of him getting her ass.
Whatever is necessary.
I said what they like.
Excuse me.
I said what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
So she asked him about his favorite meal to cook for his kids.
Answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airwaves.
It is.
Oh, really?
I want to let
Come
everybody
on.
know that Wanda got some lipstick on right now with enough glitter for the 4th of July 2020.
That's right. Kissable lips.
How many kids you got, Wanda?
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple?
Hmm?
Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows she.
I'm what?
She didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey,
And they
right now,
love-
look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
Is that the only step in broccoli? Heat up water.
Whatever.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you
whatever,
burn
hater.
broccoli? You
Whatever,
can't burn
hater.
it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from her? What
This
I
is
do
where she's
with
feeling
corn.
defeated already.
I like to tear it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarans. They don't expect that. I sprinkle Zatarans on my
Great
corn.
cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am. And getting out to tell you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm getting out to tell you this. But he does kind of talk about this in the interview as well with Shannon. And I believe that he said that she started to talk about things that wasn't supposed to be discussed. And that's when things ended up going left field. Because I think they had already previously talked about what they'll discuss, what they won't discuss. And I think she ended up bringing up something. And then here we are. But yeah.
But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's right.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show, I know
Red
I'll
Grant.
be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right.
She's so embarrassed.
Crazy ass.
Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of.
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural.
Come run one of your gnarled
Well,
fingers.
come here. Come here.
While you on air,
Come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no,
Well,
no.
then stay
No,
over
no,
there.
no.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to.
no.
I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay? Are you all right?
Only one of our
You all
hands
right this
moving
morning?
while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay this
Red
morning?
Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to
make
take
sure-
off them headphones and that wig.
That everybody
That
trying
wig
to
and that headphones
And
come
take off them
together.
old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
She
says
said,
Versace.
I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people
are.
are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes,
We see
ma'am.
it. Well, happy
whatever
for you.
stories for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's
Very
play some
proud.
music real quick
know
if we
that's right.
can.
Let's play some
We going to a
music.
break real quick?
Very
All right, cool. We
proud.
go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21
Yeah.
Necklace Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
They don't
to
remember
you.
me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me that.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600,
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
And what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
No, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big in
ma'am.
prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
calm
No.
down, calm down.
Only one of us has
Calm
$12 worth
down.
of jewelry on.
Oh,
No.
No, $12.
No. That all is
$12,
available.
boo,
If you
$12.
want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to
Go
Sit
Shay. Go
or
Shay.
Quick
Come
Trip
get
at
Miss
any
Cat.
point.
Come get
If you
Miss
buy
Cat.
2 packs of Newport
Import 100s. They will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Katt and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hell yeah, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, Fresh Comic.
Go ahead. We'll go to break.
Your ass out.
Listen, that is crazy. Ooh, girl, Katt Williams is a different type of person. Listen, I just had to go ahead and run that by y'all. If you have not checked out the interview, I do recommend y'all check it out. It's even though it's 2 hours, almost 3, girl, it'll get you through your work day, and it's pretty entertaining to me. Hopefully it is to you guys. If you've already checked it out, leave your thoughts and comments, your opinions and everything. It was so many different moving parts to what's been going on with the Katt Williams and people coming out talking about it. I ain't even feel like pulling it all up, okay? Mark Curry has come out, called out Steve Harvey for stealing jokes. We've seen that. We've seen where Cedric has stolen jokes. He's called Cedric out for stealing a joke about a car and flipping the joke into like a spaceship situation. Like, it's packed with so much stuff. And right now, Katt Williams is winning. The price just went up. You guys can continue the conversation down below. Let me know your thoughts about everything. And yeah, that's all that I got at this time, honey. All right, I'm Jami, that's me. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.